Oh, good.
We're going chasing.
Hello there, and welcome to...
We're going chasing.
Hello, now, and welcome to...
We're going chasing.
Now, we have a lot on the agenda, lads, so we'll cut the chase and get straight down to the business.
Hello and welcome to day 4 of our daily videos, our Cheltenham anti-post series. We're on to the Ryanair chase today and we're keeping it short and snappy as per usual. But I suppose this is a very competitive race, like the Stayers Hurdle. You know, there's a lot of horses there that warrant a mention. And the Thursday is really looking like a great day in terms of competitiveness, Killian, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's nice to see that some of the grade ones don't have a clear favorite, like.
Yeah.
So it is good, and competitive racing is what we want.
Yeah, it is indeed. So just a quick market check. We're looking at Banbridge 5-2, Envoi Allen 4-1, Stage Star 4-1, 9-2, Capadano there, who ran very well recently. Best price 9-1, Conflated. Best price 10-1, and then you're looking at like the Field Or, who was bought recently by Robcore for €620,000 at 10-1, appreciated there as well. And then you're down to the likes of Ahoy, Senora, Protectorate, and Hitman, who have no chance. But Killian, first question, top of the market, Banbridge. Do you like him?
Yeah, it depends on the ground. Like if he doesn't get good ground, we'll even run. Like if it was soft or worse, they wouldn't bother going. They just wait for entry, I'd say.
Yeah.
Banbridge, I'd say he's rock solid on good ground though. Very hard to beat.
Yeah. I couldn't. I don't like him. I liked him last year as a novice. But I couldn't.
He's only ran once this year and he won.
Yeah. Well,
what do you need to do, like?
Yeah, well, I'll fully explain it to you. I liked him last year as a novice. He won a grade 1. But as a grade 1 at entry, and I don't think that he's a genuine grade 1 horse in open company. I don't think he's up to that class. Like if you're looking at the grade 1 he won last year, Saint Roy was second, Visionarian was 6 lengths back in third, Strawfan Jack was bet 12 lengths back in fourth, and Stage Star obviously didn't turn up that day. But I don't think he's a real genuine grade 1 horse in open company. And I think that if you're looking at the likes of Envoi Allen, Stage Star, Capadano even, Conflated, you're probably, like, you can find better lines of form than you can find there with Banbridge. And I'd just be very doubtful as to whether he's got this step up in class in him, to be honest. Like Envoi Allen there is going to be coming there fresh, goes well fresh, won the race last year. At 4-1, he is definitely where I'd be looking now, to be honest. Like he had 1 run this year, 2 runs this year, Goran Park, which was a prep run really far down Royal, and he was only bet a neck by Jerry Cologne. This intermediate trip is right up his street. And I'd say he's the most likely winner of the race. And I wouldn't be gone on Banbridge at all, to be honest. Stage Star is another who I'd give a fair mention to. Obviously won the Turners last year here at the festival, flopped at entry, as I've mentioned, but he was brilliant in the Paddy Power Handicap Chase in November. You know, like that was a real proper performance. He made a mistake jumping the last. He almost reduced himself to a walk and he got going again. Since again in the Paddy Power New Year's Day handicap chase, but you know, he had a savage weight on his back there. Didn't jump as well. I don't think that was his true running, and I can see him coming with a savage run again in March. So either of them I take over Banbridge, probably particularly Envoi Allen.
Yeah, I agree with you with Envoi Allen. I couldn't have Stage Star. That's the run in New Year's Day is going to be put me off him. I know he was top weight in a handicap, giving away a chunk of weight, but like his jumping.
You're very quick to put a line through a horse for 1 run.
Yeah,
in certain instances.
It's a horrendous.
But in other instances, where if it's a Henry de Bromhead trained chaser, you know, you'll give chance after chance after chance.
Can I finish talking, please? It was horrendous prep for this race. if you want to compare, Captain Guinness had a grand prep. If you want to compare
I'm not really
but I'm just
comparing.
saying,
I'm
like,
not picking any
you
particular
picked
horse.
you picked a Henry de Bromhead Chaser. I'm just giving you one. It's a horrendous prep for the race. If he hadn't gone there, if he hadn't ran New Year's Day, I'd be saying, geez, Stage Star has a right chance in the Ryanair, and that's what I thought after he won the Paddy Power. But it just that's really put me off him. Envoi Allen fresh then is a different beast altogether to Envoi Allen after a couple of runs, so he'd be hard beat. But I think if Banbridge gets good ground, he's going to be very hard to stop.
Yeah,
But again, that's ground dependent. Like, I think Phil Dore could be one lurking a small bit. Like, he's good run there behind El Fabiolo. Like, his 2 runs this season have been very good behind Dino Blue and El Fabiolo. So it looks like he'd get the 2.5 miles, no problem. Like, he didn't seem to get it last year over hurdles, but I wouldn't mind that, because it was that's sort of tough year for juveniles after they come out of it. So
yeah.
maybe
My
it's time to
connection
fill out
dropped
a bit.
there. My connection dropped momentarily. I don't know if you noticed it.
No, we're flying it.
While
You
you're
probably said
rambling.
nothing good anyway.
Well, I was you or me.
You.
No, well, I was just putting you up there in Captain Guinness. I wasn't particularly speaking about Captain Guinness. I was speaking about Henry de Bromhead Chasers in general.
Name it. Name one.
You give Captain Guinness any amount of chances. You give him
I just gave you, told you Captain Guinness.
no. I'm talking about in general. You give Manella Indo any amount of chances.
Yeah, but Indo's running in a different discipline now. Like, that's why he's getting a chance. Like,
yeah, no, but it's throughout their careers, really. I think to be shooting Stage Star down for this one run.
do you not agree it's a horrendous prep? If he's ran since,
it's a poor prep.
Yeah.
A Plutard is another horse who would get any amount of chances from you.
Plutard was one of the best winners of the Gold Cup in years. Like, he deserved to get another chance because he's all class. Is Stage Star at near a level of a Plutard? Is he?
No, but do you need to be at the level of a Plutard to
it's
go
a
win
horrendous prep. Like, that's the main.
It's a horrendous. Yeah, it's a poor prep, but I think that you're very quick to put a line through some horses.
Stage Star had ran again,
where they come, depending on where they're
Stage Star
from.
had ran again after New Year's Day. Let's say he ran in the game Spirit against Edwardstone. He was second to Edwardstone or something, and he had a good run. He jumped well. I'd be saying he's a great chance, but it's just because he's had such a bad prep run for it. Like, he's came off a horrendous run. Like, it's very hard to come back.
You're talking 2.5 months, from that poor run to March. Like, there's any amount of work like that run will be firmly out of that horse's mind by the time he turns up at Cheltenham in March. Like, I don't think that will have the fact he had a poor run there will have any bearing on it. What's more important is training.
Went from jumping really well in the Paddy Power in November, barring the last.
Yeah.
To jumping like a complete pig. In New Year's Day.
Day.
That's but it's very unlike him because he's such a good jumper of events, and that's in the back of my mind, and I'd find it very hard to trust him when it went to complete pot.
Yeah, well, I'd have him over Banbridge anyway. I do agree with your point on Field Door. Like, that's a great run behind El Fabiolo, about 4 lengths. So he's one that definitely could improve and get in the mix. I'd be in agreement there, but for me, it's Envoi Allen at 4-1. He's the bet there, and Stage Star will beat Banbridge as well.
Fair enough. Not on good ground, not a chance.
On any ground, he will.
No. Actually, he won't beat Banbridge because Banbridge won't run on soft ground. He won't be there, and if it's on good ground, Stage Star will be behind Banbridge. So there we have it.
I don't think so. Anyway, do you have anything else to add to that, or we move on?
Not really. Ashtree Meadow, if he ran in it, I'd be interested in him, but by all accounts, he's not going to Cheltenham. He's going to the National, unfortunately. So
okay. Right, well, we'll see you tomorrow for the Gold Cup. Thanks, folks.
Thanks.
It's Honeysuckle and Rachel